as somebody coming who grew up in the Central Coast of California, just north of Santa Barbara, which I think is about as close culturally to Hawaiian culture as you can get, pretty much. I'm stunned that this island community, which has such a history of aloha, of respecting each other, of balance, seeking balance and harmony, is being led by this gentleman, Dr.Josh Green, and the policies that he is promoting. I find this anomalous. I'm perplexed. Why is this person your leader? He doesn't seem to me to represent your culture. He seems to be rather anomalous. If we were in the South where Jill and I live, we might use the word carpetbagger. He's not of you.
No, he's not.
I don't think he understands you. No, Dr. Green is a emergency room physician. And I have great respect for that. That's not a job I could do. If you were going to come into the emergency room and see Dr. Robert Malone, I advise that you would turn around and go find another emergency room. It's not what I do. I do clinical research, regulatory affairs, discovery research. But frontline physician management and treatment, not my thing. It's Dr. Green's thing. But Dr. Green, as I've encountered him at recent hearings held by my good friend Senator Ron Johnson in the Senate Select Subcommittee for Investigations, when Dr. Green came out to DC to testify and got to encounter Aaron Siri, what was revealed was that Dr. Green really doesn't understand what he's talking about regarding vaccines. So if I had to go to the emergency room and Dr. Green was there, I'm sure he would do a great job. He's experienced. But he is not well versed in vaccinology, immunology, virology, and the things that relate to the policies that he is trying to force on you right now. The things that really matter are how we live, as I said, our sanitation, our water cleanliness, all those things, and our own innate immune systems that are highly adapted for a variety of infectious diseases. So what your governor has done is he's joined this reactive organization that was launched under particularly Gavin Newsom that ties together California, Oregon, Washington, and then belatedly a couple days later, after it was initially formed, Hawaii, into what's called the West Coast Health Alliance, WCHA. And this is the organization as it was forming historically at the start of the outbreak, the COVID outbreak, that promoted these policies that damaged your community so deeply. The lockdowns, the masking, all those constraints on your personal liberty, and of course the mandates. The mandates to accept a product that we now know the data are in. Those products, those mRNA products, don't stop infection. They don't stop transmission. We were lied to about those. All the lies about reaching herd immunity. Remember, Tony Fauci said, if 60%, no, if 70%, no, if 80%, it was all a lie. Those vaccines are not sufficient to stop infection and transmission. But what they do is they cause a significant risk of developing myocarditis, particularly in younger people, and particularly in young men and boys. But we now know that the lies we were told, that this myocarditis is mild, it's transient, it goes away, those are untrue. We now know, and this is what happened, was that under Secretary Kennedy there was a audit of data on pediatric deaths in the vaccine adverse VAERS, the VAERS reporting system. And they did an audit of what appeared to be deaths in children that appeared to be associated with vaccination. And what they found was that, in fact, even though VAERS grossly underreports, there's a significant number of cases of death in children after receiving COVID mRNA products. And furthermore, and the data on that are still embargoed, I'm sorry. I've seen them, but they have not been disclosed publicly. Only the existence of those data has been disclosed. But what has been shown is that the CDC of the prior administration covered up those deaths. They actively manipulated the data and the information, and they covered up those deaths. And just like they didn't disclose to you for the longest time, long after they knew that these products were causing myocarditis, they never disclosed that they were also causing death. Your governor wants to mandate and to take away your religious and philosophical waivers. Your governor wants to mandate down to 6 months that your children receive an injected product, whether or not you give permission, that has a side effect of death. Okay, that's true. You can fact check me on that one all day long. And by the way, the AIs are tracking what we've been saying in this meeting. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah,
okay? What's been going on during Bruce's tour is being actively tracked. So I can't lie. I'll be fact checked and I'll be run on a rail if I say the wrong things. These products that your governor wants to mandate for your children have an adverse event of death and heart damage. And by the way, many other things. But that's where he's at. Months ago, he said, Robert, we've got this problem. We have a governor that wants to eliminate any exemptions and force all our children to be vaccinated. Would you come out and do a tour? And I said, Bruce, I have no time. I said, I can't organize it, but if you can make it happen, then we'll be there. And by God, he did it. But he did it with your help. And we're honest from my heart. I've heard again and again, thank you for coming. I thank you for inviting us into your home, into your world, into your culture, to visit you here in Hawaii. And this is our third time. Some of you may know that because of Bruce's organizational skills, which are not trivial. I mean, how do you launch something like this from your home in Maui with an entirely grassroots effort and no budget? You do it by force of will and having a Rolodex of phone numbers that you can call. And Bruce has done it repeatedly. He did it twice early on in the COVID crisis. actually more than twice, but twice that I was here. I think that Ryan may have been here for 3 of those. I wasn't able to make the third one. But it's all been because of Bruce's organizational skills and his commitment. And really, you know, we talk about aloha, I hear this, and it's a beautiful thing, but it's his love. It's his passion, his love, his energy, his commitment. There aren't many people that would really sacrifice their time and their lives to do this, but it's something that Bruce has done repeatedly through time, over decades now. And
thank you, Bruce.
I just have it on. And there's somebody else that I want to honor here right at the beginning that also comes from your community, Dr. Kirk Milhoan. And as Bruce mentioned, Kirk is now serving as the chairperson of the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, and he was severely persecuted during COVID. Bruce is an incredible person. He's a pediatric cardiologist. He does missionary work together with his wife, who's a pediatric anesthesiologist, Kim Milhoan, all over the world. He has been run out of his practice in Maui, and so he and Kim shuttle back and forth. In particular, Kirk is having to shuttle between Maui and Texas to get work as a highly credentialed pediatric cardiologist. There aren't that many of those in Texas, and that's the only place he could get a job because of his sin of offering early treatment for patients through his free clinic in Maui that he'd been running together with Kim for years, as well as operating his own church in Maui with significant outreach to the locals. I've been to a couple of his church services. Kirk has a huge, I mean, it's ironic for a pediatric cardiologist. This is a man with a big heart. He really cares about people. He really cares about children.